Very exciting times for you guys in terms of the scale of the universe of readership. Why is that happening? What's going on? And what are the opportunities for advertisers?
Sure. I think it's a lot at once. We've continued to grow. We've tripled our audience in the last 3 years in the US, and internationally has grown actually probably about the same. And it's pushing on technology, a lot of innovation and experimentation with improving the platform. Our owner likes to say, give the gift of speed to the audience, and we're constantly working on removing friction for users who want to engage with the post and making sure our content is wherever they are. A lot of technology widgets that are attached to our homegrown CMS, such as rapid fire headline testing, so we can optimize towards what headline works best. And then once a user's in, we'll personalize what type of content they get through our own homegrown personalization engine. If a user's not engaged, if they're moving too slowly or too fast, they're not engaged, we'll have a little message that'll pop up with a personalized story that we know they will like, or we believe they will like. So that all enhances engagement as well as click through to the story. We've done that while investing in journalism. We've hired a couple hundred journalists since Jeff took over, when unfortunately a lot of content companies have had to cut journalists. So it's been a few hundred. So we've broadened the journalism. So while we were a hometown newspaper long ago, we're now 95% of our digital content is outside DC. So with that, we've had to well broaden the type of content while also focusing on DC, especially times like now, which is something else that has definitely contributed. Our relentless, remarkable reporting around the campaign and early days of the presidency has also brought new audience to us.
And how is that audience growing, and how big is it?
We are about 100, 106, 107 million ComScore in the US and another 30 million internationally, which presents, as you also asked about advertising, it presents wonderful opportunity for advertising. The bigger you get, the more opportunity you have to get small by targeting. So we can use our own personalization engine to help find the right audience who is interested in a certain ad message and target them appropriately. Our programmatic business has also boomed as we have more supply. In addition, using innovation and technology, we've been able to drive our yield. And then our brand studio, which is tripled in size over the last couple of years. We're probably in the 45, 50 range now, and they have just much more audience to appeal to with different types of content that they create. And then finally, ad tech. We make our own proprietary ad tech, which increases engagement with the branded content as well as other advertising. So all of that works hand in hand to help drive revenue and monetize the big audience.
So historically, news has been one of the big drivers of consumption, but it's also an area of some concern to some brands in terms of being associated and so forth. How do you manage the demand for advertising on the post and sort of the concerns of marketers?
Yeah, well, we do what the marketer wants in reality. We certainly think that being around news, especially now, people want to be informed. The world is changing. It seems every day there's something new. They want to be deeply informed, and reputable news brands are the way to do so. And the Washington Post is certainly in a great situation there. If a marketer, however, would like to be within the Washington Post, within trusted, safe environment, but they don't want to be around politics or other global news, that's only about 20% of our content. So there's plenty of places they could be around lifestyle, around health, around food, around sports or travel, and we'd be glad to do that. If that's what a marketer wants, then that's fine with us.
And Jed, what about the kind of off-platform, off-domain strategy? I know you guys are massive on Facebook. What's the value there?
So I think what I'd say is, for us, it's been a win. It's been a win because we're watching our total audience stayed about the same when we went onto Facebook Instant Articles. If you look at, that's as close as you can get to an A/B test. We go to Facebook Instant, what happens to our ComScore numbers or our overall audience, and stayed about the same, but our page views grew. So the audience was going deeper. And they're going deeper because it's a far better experience. If you're going to be on Facebook, Instant Articles is simply better for the user, and we start there. And so it's driven more engagement. More engagement means more impressions, and we've been able to monetize those impressions. So for us, it's been a win financially.
Cool. And I wanted to ask you about video. The Post has been a big leader for many years since the beginning of video journalism on the web. Bring us up to speed and what's next for you guys.
Sure. So we've just announced that we're hiring about 30 more in our video unit, and I think we're adding, we had maybe 45 prior to that. So we have a significant amount of people in video at the Washington Post, and it's becoming front and center with everything we do. So it's within our news, when we cover news, there's video included, as well as myriad franchises that we're creating in every form, long form franchises, weekly, monthly, quarterly, as well as 360 augmented reality, and we're experimenting a lot video franchises that aren't meant to have sound in any way, closed caption if they are perhaps, having closed caption, having the video flex to any size screen, converting video to vertical as well. So it's a lot of experimentation, but it's a deep focus. We've certainly been a mobile-first company. We've created the fastest mobile website in the world, which is being beta tested right now and should roll out to everyone very soon. And from going from a mobile-first company, now we're becoming really a video and mobile-first company.
So tell us about video monetization. We've been speaking this to publishers for years. Consumers demand video, but sometimes the economics don't always work out. What are the economics for you guys?
Sure. So it seems right now there are two basic strategies for monetizing video. There's the more traditional pre-roll, mid-roll, post-roll strategy that's embraced by YouTube and all the traditional players. And then there's the Facebook strategy, which is not pre-roll, it's just roll. It's just within a newsfeed video. And we embrace both. So we've created a product called Flex Play, which takes a marketer's video asset, it can convert it from a 15 to even a 7, and it converts it to an animated GIF, so it's lightning fast, and also into vertical, and can create closed caption, so it can play, it could be autoplay with the sound down. So that allows us to play video units a la Facebook, if that's what a marketer wants within our newsfeed, or we can do more traditional pre-roll, skippable pre-roll, certainly, because that's what users want. So we have a skippable after 15 seconds. And we're experimenting with others as well. I see us experimenting with as short as, Mark Pritchard had said 3-second video at one point. So I think that's a great start to look at, can you create impact within 3, at least 4, 5, 6 seconds and shorten that. But it's more about experimentation, and because we're growing so much in our capacity of video, that's also been a growth spot for us, fortunately.
And finally, Jay, there's a lot of talk about fake news, real news, changes in society. What's the role of the Post?
The role of the Post is and this I would certainly defer to Marty Barron, our executive editor, but the role, to do my best to channel my inner Marty, the role of the Post is to do what it always does, which is to tell the truth and to investigate deeply no matter what the repercussions are, and make sure that we're right, and do all the hard work to make sure we're right and bring our audience what they expect from us, which is exactly what's going on, especially in an age of this, and to be relentless about that, and that's what we're focused on.